Players have been diving into dungeons since the very earliest days of video games, slaying dragons, stealing treasure, and descending to ever darker depths in search of fortune, glory, and fun. For the purposes of this list, we're defining Dungeon Crawler as a game mostly confined to a multi-floor dungeon area, featuring plentiful loot and favoring combat and exploration over platforming or deep storytelling. Today, we're counting down the top 10 dungeon crawlers of all time. In 1981, Wizardry sent parties of adventurers into a huge maze to defeat an evil sorcerer. It helped define the home computer archetype of the pure dungeon crawler. Sinister traps, strange creatures, secret doors, fabulous treasures, labyrinthine passageways, character progression, and lots of trying and dying. Gauntlet made dungeoneering a social affair by inviting 4 players to band together in an arcade and take on an endless series of haunted floors, gathering treasure and food. Gauntlet II refined the formula by allowing players to double up on their favorite classes and troll their friends, and also introduced the series' iconic theme music. Shiren distills the intimidating conventions of roguelikes like permadeath, item identification, and random level design into an easily comprehensible form, backed by a colorful, cartoonish aesthetic and wonderful monster designs. The stages are viciously difficult, but the gameplay loop is so compelling you'll find yourself coming back again and again, driven to complete that one perfect run. Torchlight II is a pure cycle of exploration, slaying, looting, powering up, and repeating infinitum, fine-tuned to near perfection. It modernizes the template molded by Diablo with a more forgiving respec structure and a light, minimal design that feels just about perfect. Ultima Underworld brought a convincing illusion of true 3D to dungeon crawling, backed up by a real-time combat system and an absolutely extraordinary dungeon that promoted emergent gameplay. Its innovative design influenced generations of shooters, RPGs, and exploratory action games. The sheer variety of the Binding of Isaac's collectibles and skills is mind-boggling, and practically every technique is given a marvelous and unique visual presentation. The vast, randomly generated dungeons are stocked with dangerous, gorgeous, and grotesque foes. Angband is deceptively simple. Make your way to the bottom of a 200-floor dungeon and beat the big baddie at the bottom. But over a quarter-century development and evolution has molded this ASCII art roguelike into one of the most grueling and compelling pure combat RPGs we've ever played. Don't let the graphics fool you. Angband is as good as dungeon crawlers get. While Angband focuses on resource management and combat, its cousin NetHack is all about exploration and experimentation. The randomly generated dungeons of NetHack contain elements that work together to allow an almost incomprehensible variety of interactions. In continual development for almost 30 years, NetHack is actively updated and improved to this day. It's arguable that Diablo II's action-oriented approach to dungeon crawling has never been surpassed. Almost every element feels lovingly crafted, including a superbly conceived multiplayer design, wonderful powers, and random loot drops that seem carefully tailored to inspire new character concepts. Time to get out the graph paper. The #1 dungeon crawler of them all is an unapologetic homage to its D&D roots. The colorful corridors and cute characters of Etrian Odyssey 2's vast dungeons belie a truly nerve-shattering difficulty. Every section adds new trap or puzzle mechanics to the twisting labyrinth. All this, plus a fantastic soundtrack from Yuzo Koshiro, make Etrian Odyssey 2 the best dungeon crawler of all time. And that's the top 10 dungeon crawlers. What's your list? Let us know. And for more, stay with your friends here at IGN.